All right, our targets at this point are doing this. So if I run this program, it'll open and the targets bounce off the floor, but they bounce kind of too high. We also need to draw the floor, so let's just draw the floor just so you can see it a little bit. So we'll say here we want stroke weight of, I don't know, 10. And then we'll draw a line at the x position 0, y position floor, x position width, y position floor. So this should draw a line, and then we'll say no stroke here because I want to go back to having no stroke for the targets eventually. So I'm pretty sure this will, oh, we had to set the stroke to, let's say, black, I believe you have to do. So there's our floor. They're not quite bouncing in the correct way. They're bouncing below the floor a little bit. So we have to say if target y is greater than the floor minus our size, and we should name this. We should have a variable at this point for size so that we can remember these quantities a little bit. So the size of our targets, we'll have this equal to, let's say, 50. And in here, instead of this, we'll pass over the size, and we can say for the floor now, we want the floor or the targets to bounce when they actually kind of touch the floor, not when they go below it. So yeah, that's okay-ish. But they're still bouncing a little bit too high, and they're not quite spaced out enough. So to space them out, we'll head in here to this loop where we set all the initial values. So I did target x equals I times the width divided by target x dot length, and we'll just do like plus 10, I think should kind of space them out a little bit. Not quite, but a little bit better. If we reduce the size to 40, I believe that they'll all be separate, which, you know, will be sort of less of an issue as we make them individually be able to bounce side to side, you know. So, but that's a good start. The targets are bouncing off the line correctly, but they're going too high, and so we need now to set up a max value for their speed. So max y speed, and here we need to, in the setup function, give the max y speed an initial value, and we're gonna say like 20. And now we need to cap not just one instance, but again inside a loop. We're going to cap the values here. We're going to cap the speed. So we'll write another loop, and then we'll say if target y speed is greater than max y speed, then we want target y speed at I. Oops, I didn't copy everything. Or I didn't copy everything, not it. Then we want target y speed to equal the max y speed. We want to do that again for the negative side. So if it's bouncing too high up, if target y speed is less than the negative max speed, target y speed equals the negative max speed. So I believe this will cap them, probably too much actually. Yeah, they won't bounce very much, but it's okay actually for right now. So that's how we cap the bounce, and that's probably enough for this video.